Welcome back to episode 2 of the Lost Kingdom of... That's not the title again. Welcome back to the Lost Tomb of the Four Pharaohs. I'm here with Garrett and Travis as they continue on to the second level of the tomb and try to figure out more about what's going on. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. So you find yourselves in the second level of the tomb. To the left of the serpent, you see thick spider webs covering the end of the corridor. Though the cobwebs make it hard to see, you do notice two large golden doors facing each other. To the right of the serpent, you see a large body of water stretching across most of this level of the tomb. The water is just a few feet deep near where you are, but you can tell that it gets much deeper the further down the room. There are two doors on each side of the pool of water. There's another one just to the right of you. However, the floor looks to be completely washed out, giving you no choice but to get wet. So, you got a room down here, you got a door up here, or two doors up here, and two doors over here that you can kind of choose from.
Okay, sweet. Well, Kaya, I don't think you want to get wet, so...
I've already had my bath.
True that.
Activating light source as I pull a torch out of my backpack and light it.
Nice. Alright. As you get your torch out and light it up so you can see a little more clearly.
Yeah, I just want to... Is there anything in this, webs? Presumably a spider?
KI is not afraid of spider webs. As I just walk through them.
As you start to walk through the spider webs, kind of holding your torch up, you see that some of the webs are kind of burning as the flame kind of passes through. As the flames are burning, you look as a small spider lands on your shoulder and goes to bite onto your construct frame.
Friend.
Look out!
I'm gonna grab it.
14.
Oh no.
That doesn't hit you, does it?
Negative.
So you see the spider that just landed on your shoulder. It tries to bite in, but your metallic frame is just too thick for him, as his little teeth are just like bouncing off.
I wanna grab it. Stare at it. You will pay for that. And just fucking throw it into the wall. As hard as I can.
As you bounce it off the wall, as it just leaves like a nice little green, like smudge. As it splatters. You look as 2 or 3 more spiders descend on you. So now you're covered in them as they all try to bite you.
Oh no.
Do not make me angry.
Alright, so 20 and 17, do those hit?
Yes.
As they have gotten under your armor and started biting on your more internal layers, you take 2 points of damage and make a con save.
Oh no.
17.
You roll a 17 on your save. The spiders are kind of covering you as you turn to look at Holland. As you see him, he's just wearing like 3 or 4 spiders.
I want to shoot one of them off of him with a firebolt.
Oh god.
Kaya, as you turn, you see Holland's finger glowing red.
Help me.
I rolled a 15.
With great precision, you blast one of the spiders off, not hitting Kaya, but showing that 8-legged freak who's boss.
Do it again. As I'm just like freaking out.
I'm just gonna try and fire another one. Hoping I don't hit my friend. 26.
As you crit on this one, you just blow it to pieces. As you shoot the last 2 or 3 off of him. As they all just laid there with their little legs kicking up in the air. Before they slowly die out.
Okay, that was really close. Are you good?
Calculating. Trauma. 100%. As I'm just like sitting there in the floor, rocking back and forth.
Gonna come over to him and try to comfort him. It's okay, buddy. We'll find you some more friends.
As I turn my head to Holland. I do not like spiders.
Yeah, me either. They're creepy, man.
As you come up to the door, you notice that it's like closed pretty firmly. But after feeling the knob, you realize that it's unlocked.
I just kick it open.
As you kick the door open, it like slams off the wall and kind of like reverberates a little bit before coming to a rest.
I'm gonna walk through the threshold.
I follow.
Inside, you see a wildly overgrown room with foliage, moss, and vines wrapping the interior. As this is softly lit by a green lamp, it stands in the middle of a green rug, and both are giving off a strong arcane presence. Behind the light, you see a Sphinx statue lounging casually with a singular round opening on the top of its head. However, this cavity, like on the other statues, there's only one, and it seems to be bigger than the other ones. Before you have the chance to inspect, you hear loud growls coming from behind the Sphinx.
Why is the loud cat bird growling at us?
Think he might be mad.
As suddenly, a beast leaps out from behind it, poof, jumping out in front of you. As y'all see this large cat-like creature with these like 3 tails jump out and face you.
What's that?
It turns and goes to attack both of y'all once with its tentacles. Alright, the first one's at you, Holland, and the second one's at KI.
Oof.
So 22 to you, Holland. It jumps out, and one of its tentacle-like tails flings out and hits you in the chest, kind of flinging you back. KI, as you are too busy watching Holland fall over, you don't see it coming as you get smacked right across the face. And they have like these little like burrs in them as it like clings to your helmet and kind of like rips you down as you fall flat on your face. All right, Holland, you take 12 damage, and KI, you take 26 damage. As it's sitting there, posted up in front of you. The cat itself kind of looks like misproportionate, as if the body is kind of displacing itself from its actual location. As you kind of look, it looks like a blurry image almost in front of you, as you're not exactly sure if it's standing exactly where it is, or if it might be like a foot to the right, 6 inches to the left. You're not exactly sure its exact location, but you do see it in front of you.
Oh, this is a tricky bastard. I'd like to get away from it.
As you scramble up to your feet and try to make your way, you want to go back out the door you came in, or do you want to stay in the same room?
Yes, out the door.
As you get up and scramble to your feet and start to run out the door, KI, as you're kind of getting up to, you see the cat is locked eyes on Holland. What do you do?
You will not hurt my friend. As I pull my battle axe out and go into rage mode. And like before, my eyes glow red. Steam starts shooting out of me.
What was the noise? As you start to light up with
like
the rage,
an angry Thomas the Train.
The cat immediately turns towards you. As you can kind of see his blurry image. I guess you're swinging out to attack?
Yes, with a reckless attack.
Okay, so you would have disadvantage, but since it's a reckless attack, it's going to cancel it out.
So it'll just be the first roll.
Flat roll, yeah. All right, 18. So you come down, slashing the cat, kind of like on its shoulder area, kind of close to its neck, as you cleave off a nice inch of flesh as it lands on the ground next to the cat. As it screams out in pain. It kind of takes a few steps back and repositions. You see that since you hit it, its image has like kind of became clear and it's not blurry at the moment.
Retreat. Retreat. I'm gonna walk out as well. Target
hit him?
is wounded. But so is KI. As my meter on my... I have a meter on my chest that'll show my health points, and it only says 4.
Oh no, buddy.
So as the displacer beast is kind of stalking back in the room, y'all can hear its footsteps ever so slightly as y'all are kind of reorganizing, kind of coming up with another plan. What do y'all want to do?
You think we can take this thing
There
down,
is a
Cal?
75% chance that I will die,
Yeah, and I can't do it without you.
but I'm all for it. As I just kick the door in.
The door is
You
already
already
open.
kicked the door open.
I
I'll try
pull
that
it shut.
again.
I pull it shut for dramatic effect and kick it back open.
As you kick it open, the cat kind of like jumps back and in a startle. As you can see, its blurry images are back.
Kitty, it is time for round 2.
I'm gonna walk into the room and shoot it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Get back, cat! 13.
Nice. So with a 13, you come in kind of just guessing at where you're aiming. You let off a fire blast as it hits the cat. He kind of like stumbles back, kind of coming back into like one solid image as he stands there. Some fur is kind of burning in the air as y'all can smell the burnt hair. As he kind of gets down low and starts to charge at y'all. What do y'all do?
I'm pulling out the scimitar.
As the beast is charging y'all, Holland, you pull out your scimitar. KI, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab my battle axe off my back and try to run to the side of him as he's focused in on Holland and hit him from the side with a jump attack.
All right. As the displacer beast starts to run in, KI, you take off sprinting to the left, kind of grabbing his attention as he kind of slows down, unsure of what his next move is going to be, leaving himself open for an attack as y'all both charge in.
Slashing him with the scimitar.
Reckless attack with 23.
And I roll a 7.
All right. So with your reckless attack, you see him kind of like lunging at you as you jump to the side and like slash him up into the ribs. You see your the end of your axe like bury up into him. As you pull it out, you hear like a squelch as some blood shoots out over this like green rug here. Holland, as you see your opportunity, you go in, but come up missing by inches as you swing over the top of him. The beast kind of like goes down and like turns, and y'all both see the tails coming back at y'all. Make dex saves.
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 9.
As the tails come swinging out at the two of y'all, Holland, you're able to duck down as it hits the wall next to you, kind of knocking off some of the brick and mortar as it falls to the ground. KI, you look up as you pulled your battle axe out. You see one of the tails coming over the top as it smacks you right across the arm.
Ah!
You take 6 damage.
Game over. As I fall down.
As you kind of fall, losing consciousness, the beast is standing over you. You see that it's pretty bloodied, Holland, as it's kind of standing over your now unconscious friend.
I'm just gonna run at it with the scimitar, one hand. Just jump attack. Hope I can kill this beast that's on my friend. And I rolled a 1.
As you jump, the displacer beast is able to get out of the way. You leave yourself open for a counterattack. Make another dex save.
9.
9. As you dive and duck, you look up as one of the tentacles comes slapping at you. hits you for 5 damage. Poof. As you kind of fling up against the wall, hitting it with your shoulders, you kind of bounce back forward. KI, you're on the ground, clinging on to life. Roll a death save. 12. Nice. So you have 1 save. The cat is kind of like looming over you, Holland, as you see him growling and getting closer. Some saliva's coming out of his face.
I'm gonna shoot an ice knife at him.
He saves, but he still takes the, 13 damage?
Yes. Yeah.
As he comes like pouncing onto you out of the last hope, you sling out an ice knife as you see it. What does it look like?
It looks just like a little dagger that's like got a sharp tip, but it's made purely of ice.
As it comes flinging from your hand, it goes from your fingertips through the eye of the displacer beast and through the back of his skull as he crashes to the floor inches from you, kind of like knocking up some dust and some grass as he slides towards you. Some blood just squirts out as you see his body go limp.
And you just hear me say, very faintly, Holland, 1 kill.
As you see KI laying over there with some obvious bumps and bruises.
I'm gonna run over to him. Oh, buddy, what did he do to you?
He kicked my ass. As I just flop my head back on the ground.
I'm gonna try and plug the holes he has and stop the oil leaks that he's got.
All right. Do you have anything to heal him, or do you have
Nope.
like medicine check? Or
I try to do a medicine check.
okay.
That's all I've got for him. And it ain't good.
12. So you're actually able to get in there and kind of like stop some of the leakage from his pipes and kind of like clog off some of that stuff that's happening. As you see him, you see his vital signs kind of returning back to normal, or to a more normal state, as he is stable. You do notice a decent sized like chest over here in the corner. I don't know if there might be something in there that might help.
I'm gonna let him rest. I'm gonna check this chest.
As you walk over, you see the chest it has like a broken lock that's like smashed on the ground. As you reach and open up the lid, you see 2 health potions sitting down.
How convenient. Pick him up.
I know, right?
And I'm gonna march him over to KI, because this man needs them. And I put them in his pipes.
As you kind of like get your little funnel out of your bag, stick it into one of his pipes, you start to unload. Do you want to use both of them or just one? Alright, it's going to be a 2d4 plus 4. 9. So as you put the healing potions into his systems as it's running through his cogs and gears, he gets 9 HP back as he starts to kind of like boot up and come back to life.
Much better.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So as y'all are kind of looking over the statue here, you see some hieroglyphs. It says Keof, the Pharaoh of the Wild.
It sure was wild, wasn't it?
Stupid cat. I should murder this cat.
Yeah, destroy it. See what's inside.
Alright, Holland, as you made it over to the other side of the room, you see a large closed door.
We got another door over here.
I am coming. Wait, my torch. As I run back over to pick it up. I'm just gonna kick this door too.
As you just fucking slam it, you see it open up and spew out into the open corridor with the pool of water kind of submerging half of the hallway here.
I do not want another bath.
Alright, well, maybe this other room had what we were looking for.
All right. As y'all continue out of the room and back into the hallway, you see the other large door across the way from you.
Oh, not the spiders.
Check it for traps.
As you check the door for traps, go ahead and roll me a investigation or perception check.
We'll roll investigation. It was a 19.
19.
Nice.
All right. As you're checking the door, you check like the grooves and the creases, the floor around it. Make sure there's no pressure plates or trip wires, and you come up completely clean. There is nothing, no traps at all in this door.
Don't worry, Holland. I will investigate it. As I kick the door down.
Again, another door who has met the wrath of KI. As you kick it.
Rip door.
On the other side of the door, you're faced with a room filled to the brim with webs. These webs are thicker and hardier than the ones in the corridor.
Spiders. No. As I just start backing up.
Come on, KI. We gotta go this way. I'm gonna hand you the other.
Oh. Thank you. As I put it in my bag. So since I have it, I'm gonna pull out my pet mouse. And put him on the ground. Right in the room. Go.
You have a pet
Apparently.
mouse? Do you have a name for this pet mouse that you've been keystering?
I'm gonna call him Pet Mouse.
Very creative, KI. As you let Pet Mouse out of your pocket and onto the ground, he starts to scurry into the room. It's not nothing but 2 seconds before he finds himself latched up and grabbed up into the cobwebs as he's stuck, letting out little squeaks for help. As you reach in to grab him, you see a spider latch down onto Pet Rat and just drag him further into the darkness as he screams out
Calculating.
and slowly disappears.
Calculating. You have served your purpose well, Pet Mouse. As I just shut the door.
As you're going to shut the door, something shoots out from the webs at you.
Oh, Lord. That hits.
Okay. So you need to make a strength save as this web ball hits you in the chest. 16. As it hits you, you feel it kind of restrain your movement as it has your arm pinned to the door. So you burst out. You see a large spider dropping from the ceiling.
Oh, no. That is Daddy Spider.
That is Daddy Spider.
As he's kind of dropping from the ceiling and kind of tangling himself up in the webs as he's slowly rappelling down, 3 baby spiders start to run out. 2 of them come for you, Holland, and 1 for you, Kaya.
I'm jumping back and I'm firing firebolts.
Alright.
I'm going to jump back as well and watch Holland shoot things at it.
Holland, as you start to unload with your fire bolts, you blast all 3 of the little spiderlings as they shrivel up and burn to a corpse. The mama spider drops down and starts to make her way through the door.
Oh god.
She starts to charge at y'all. What do y'all do?
I'm going to pull out my battle axe and I want to attempt a jump over and hit it right in the middle. I don't know how big it is. Is it fairly large?
It's a pretty big spider, yeah.
I want
It's
to
bigger
jump
than
up
both
on
of
it
y'all.
and just crush it right in its little spider sack.
Alright, give me a athletics
Yes. 19, baby.
As it comes running forward, you just take off running as Holland. You look at him, kind of questioning his sanity as he jumps onto the back, kind of rolling as you land kind of straddling the giant spider. What do you want to do? Is it's kind of like trying to buck you off?
Pull my battle axe out, and with a reckless attack, just try to crush it. Just split it down the middle.
You're going to try to attack it while you're up there. Got it.
Yeah.
First.
20.
Ooh.
Alright. Dirty 20. As you come down, you feel the end of your axe as you do 8 damage in total go into the back of it. You see like this blood and like goo start to kind of like shoot out. Holland, as you see the spider kicking and screaming, trying to get this big fucking metal asshole off of him. What do you do?
I'm gonna take my scimitar and I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna wait for the moment to strike.
As you cast mage armor, the spider is kicking and screaming. Go ahead and give me a strength or dex save.
Okay.
Chaos.
Strength.
As you're trying to
It was
hold
an
on.
11. Strength save.
As you're holding on to it, you feel it buck as you go flying to the floor. As you land on your back, he comes down and is trying to bite you with advantage.
You will not bite me. Silly spider.
19.
You bit me.
As he bites down onto your chest, you take 7 damage. Roll a con save.
Go. 15.
15. So you don't. The poison damage has no effect on you, but you still take the 7 damage as 2 large piercing holes are left in your chest. As he's still kind of like biting down, as he's like ragdolling you a little bit on the floor. Holland, you see your opportunity.
I'm gonna run in, mage armor shimmering, attack with my skimmy.
What color is your mage armor? Like, what does it look like?
It just gives me like a red outline, I guess.
It makes it look like you're a Yu-Gi-Oh
Yep.
card, where you got like a prismatic.
Yep. Exactly.
I like it.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Oh
Nat
shit!
20.
What'd you roll?
25.
Nat dirty ass 20. All right, how do you want to kill the spider?
I'm just gonna jump in like I've seen my friend KI do. Just stab it right in the face.
As you come lunging in, the spider with its large mandibles in the chest of KI, it turns to look at you, but it's much too late. As you come diving in, your blade piercing through the face of the giant spider and all the way down. Like, you see it like come through the bottom of his jaw. So you feeling like the power of this large insect arachnid, as he's like kicking and screaming. You feel the power on the end of your blade, but slowly but surely you feel it starting to give out as he lays flat and limp. You pull your blade out, dusting off some of the poison and blood from it on your sleeve as you help KI to his feet.
That was one more for me.
I thought I was going to die. Holland.
Yeah.
2 kills. As I pull out my health pot.
You see your torch laying on the ground in the doorway.
Like how that's canon.
Yeah, the torch is canon. You said you're taking another health potion?
10.
10. Alright. As you get some of this magical elixir into your body, you feel your system starting to kind of run better as your metal frame is kind of returning back to its once dirty but original frame.
As my little bar, kind of like a bar on a phone, it just bumps up. And it says 12%.
Your battery. Alright, as y'all enter into the room that the giant spider was guarding, you see that the cobwebs from the flames, like your blast, and from the torches as they slowly recede up into the ceiling, revealing a trap door at the far end of the room.
I love doors. Just not the trap part.
You love kicking them too.
As I just go, Doors. Just randomly.
Is this a new emotion you're picking up, KI?
I do not know how to feel. As I'm just like staring at this door.
You told me earlier you hated spiders.
Spiders and doors are KI's worst enemies.
Right. They hinder the mission. I understand.
Alright, as you lean down and open up the trap door, inside you find an amulet like the ones you have been seeing before, but this one has the engraving of the Sphinx on it.
Shiny catbird.
However, under further investigation, this amulet looks much smaller than the hole that was on the Sphinx's head, as if this isn't the only thing you need.
You want to put this around your neck?
Sure, as I bend down and let him place it around me.
And put it around him like a Olympic medalist.
But as we're walking out, I look back and see the trap door, and the door's up. I walk over to it and just rip it off the hinges.
You're a fucking menace.
I don't even notice.
As you just grab the door off and just sling it up into the cobwebs. So it gets kind of stuck.
And I grab my torch and walk out.
All right, y'all have this door down here. That's kind of where the floor has been washed out, and you also have this door over here. Either way, you're gonna have to cross the water.
So
All right.
10 feet of water.
So like right here in front of y'all, it looks more shallow, as you can actually see the floor below.
Then we will attempt to cross over it.
I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, we'll just go to the
Investigate
door.
this area. This is a chest over here.
As y'all push past some of the large plants, you notice a small wooden chest up in the corner, kind of like the one you found earlier. As you lean down and open it up, you see another health potion and something else. This one is a blue-colored flask, and basically it's a way to rejuvenate a spell slot. Think of it like a mana potion. So if you use a spell slot and you're like, well, fuck, I wish I'd had another one, you can take that and it'll restore one spell slot.
Sweet. That's pretty helpful. Then I hand the health pot to Kea. Here you go.
Another one.
Some more oil for him.
As I grab hold of Holland. What is your HP percentage? As I'm just staring at him in the face.
About 50%.
Okay. I just let it go. Put the potion in my back. As I'm going to walk over here and be like, Holland, this looks familiar.
Yes,
Scanning
we were just here.
data. As I'm just looking around. The dull, senseless robot.
That's called deja vu, buddy. As we just try to make our way down here.
Shimmy along the rock wall.
Until Kei has to get in the water.
So as y'all come up to the door, you come up to the large door overlooking the pool of water below. It looks sealed tight with moss growing over the knob.
This looks like a job for my foot. As I kick it down. Oh, attempt to kick it down.
Alright, as you kick the door, it slings open as you hear a tripwire go off. As to the left of you, you see a protruding little pop as flames start to shoot out. Make a dex save.
Damn it. Damn you, Kea. You said dex? Okay.
Yep.
Dex 4.
4. You fail as you take 2d6 fire damage.
Hey, 4.
Take 4
okay.
fire damage as the flames just kind of smolder your legs a little bit. Not enough to really do much damage. But you do have the door kicked wide the fuck open now.
Oh, that was close.
Alright, as y'all enter the room, now within the confines of the small room, across from you stands a large stone gargoyle. It's 6 feet tall and stands in a crouched position, with his arms spread wide. In his left hand, you see an amulet, like the ones from the floor above. It has a sphinx engraved into the center, but is held tight by the large gargoyle. The right hand is empty, but is in a similar position as the left hand, the one with the amulet. The center of the chest looks hollow, but kept closed by 2 large metal hatches. Handles are located on the hatches, but they don't budge when pulled on.
Okay, so you said that the gargoyle statue, it's standing up?
Yeah, standing up, his arms are like spread wide. One hand has an amulet in it, like the one that y'all just found. Yeah,
okay.
Basically. And the other hand is open, but kind of like in the same position as if it is needing to grab onto something.
So one has an amulet in it, and then one has nothing, but it looks like it should be holding something. Okay. I just want to make sure. I want to slowly walk up to it and then try to hug it. Friend?
As you put your arms around the other cold, lifeless being in the room, you give it a warm embrace, but unfortunately, the uncharacteristically amount of love you just showed something doesn't make anything happen.
That was real nice of you. You want to put your amulet up there?
Oh, yes. Amulet. As I pull it off and place it in its hand.
As you put the amulet, as it starts getting closer, you see the fingers slowly moving down to grip onto it. As it finally does and holds it there, you move away as it has both hands like full with the amulets. You see the 2 large doors on its chest fling open as the 2 arms move inward and place the amulets inside. The hatches are closed once again. You just hear like some fucking motion, like banging and shit, and some like heat come off of it, shoot out through like the there's like little vents on the hatches as it shoots out some steam and fire. Suddenly the doors open up as some smoke rolls out. You see one large amulet that has been pressed together, looking like it would fit into the Sphinx statue.
That was amazing. That was also amazing.
Oh, excuse me. That was a clogged pipe. As I'm looking at my backside, like, what? What was that?
As you see some oil leakage coming out onto the floor, staining the brickwork.
Oh god, it smells. I'm just gonna grab the amulet and try to hurry out of here.
As y'all start to cross the watery way here, you start to swim up and under the door and into the room on the other side. As y'all start to come up on the other side, Holland, as you're making your way through the water, you feel something grab onto your foot and start to pull you down. Make an escape check, athletics or acrobatics. Ooh. 23. As you look down, you see this like leathery tentacle wrapped around your foot as you're able to kick it a few times before it lets go as you scurry up to the water or up to the surface edge. Yeah. So after swimming under the door, you emerge into a room filled with gold, jewels, and gems. Lying upon the pile of wealth lays a halberd that is teeming with arcane energy. Under closer inspection, you see green glowing hieroglyphs that say halberd of Kiof. And a halberd is basically like a large axe.
Shiny.
Like a pole arm.
As I'm putting my hands through all the gold. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So, +1 to hit and +1 to the damage. As an action, you can teleport up to 30 feet in an unoccupied space.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
That's gonna be sick for KI.
As y'all are kind of searching over the rest of the room, the tentacle starts to appear. As it comes up, you see it just kind of like, it has like these little feelers on it as it's like feeling the air, trying to find exactly where its prey might have ran to.
As I grab the battle axe off the ground, or the halberd off the ground, grab Holland, and use the ability to shoot straight out the door. Not again.
As y'all teleport to the other side, to safety, you see the little tentacle looks very sad as he slowly starts to go into the water. Once the amulet is in place, the cogs and gears begin to turn as the statue slowly slides backwards. As it does, it releases this green magical energy that kind of washes over y'all, restoring all of your HP.
Oh. Okay.
Once it slides backwards, it reveals a stone staircase that leads you down to the crypt below. The foliage is even more thick down here. It all seems to be generating from the sarcophagus in the center of the room. As you get closer, green glowing hieroglyphs can become visible. They state, Keof, the Pharaoh of the Wild. She conquered the jungles of her homelands by harnessing the spirits of the wild. Spirits so powerful that they kept her alive for 3,000 years. Until the serpent came. As y'all look over the sarcophagus, you see that it's slightly cracked like the one in the floor previous. Once opening the sarcophagus, another set of skeletal remains lie before you. A green talisman hangs from the deceased pharaoh, with a stone sword key firmly in her hands.
Well, we got another one of the keys.
Ooh.
And we got a little talisman for you.
As I look at it, inspect it.
So the Keof talisman, as a reaction, vines shoot from the talisman, entangling the nearest enemy. They need to make a dex save or be grappled, and this recharges. So if someone runs up to you and you want to use your reaction to try to like entangle them with some vines to save your ass.
As I take the talisman that Holland, I guess, handed to me, I'm going to place it around Holland's neck. You keep...
What's this for?
As now you have two of them just clanging together.
Clink, clink, clink.
As y'all see, massive hordes of wealth are kind of like entangled in the vines and grown over by moss and other foliage. However, on the far wall of the crypt, another ledger of green hieroglyphs can be seen. An engraving of a large snake wraps around the letters, with the mouth bearing down on the words, threatening to swallow them whole. The hieroglyphs are written from Keof's point of view, and they say, "Using the spirits of the wild, I dominated his mind, free of all ambition, buying us valuable time. The serpent was too powerful for the likes of me. I had no choice but to drain the magic from the land and sea, ruining our home to stop this beast, or the entire world would become his feast. The second trial you have completed. Now learn the song, or be defeated." As y'all take the stone sword key and your now newly found magical items and head back to the serpent. As you return to the serpent, the large stone serpent, giving it a thoughtful glare, with a second stone sword key in hand, you place it in next to the other. A hiss can be heard escaping from the stone serpent, a little louder this time. After a few seconds, the serpent hesitantly begins to recede, unveiling the stairway below. And that'll be where we end this episode of Lost Tomb of the Four Pharaohs. Join us next time where we go into the third level and delve deeper and find out exactly what's going on with this stone serpent in this temple, and see if our beloved heroes don't find themselves dead by the end of it.
Fingers crossed.
All right, well, we'll catch y'all on the next one.